DJ Doodles, legendary DJ out of Southwest Philadelphia, out of Super Bad Disco, Super Bad Production, Exotic Entertainment. I used to do put records on the turntables at 1 year old in the Pamper. So I mean, I guess it's like naturally in my soul, and I would at my mom and them parties back when we were little. We used to have gatherings at our houses, and when we would have these gatherings, I would take the records and put them on the turntables, and I would play the exact, the right side, you know what I mean, the exact record that needed to be played. I don't know how I did it. They got footage of me doing it, but whatever. Wild Style, watching Flash, the conventions. Matter of fact, before Wild Style, the DJ conventions really got me on, you know what I mean, when I first heard those, the New York DJ conventions, not the DJ conventions, the New York conventions. Came out in the 80, 81, and 82. They had 79, 78, they had a bunch of them. But the first ones I heard was Grand Wizard Theodore and, Flash and stuff like that. So those right there kind of put me on the track to, you know what I mean, first get me into being, like, checking out DJing, you know what I mean, like, far as that's what I wanted to do. Actually, my first set of turntables came from outsiders. Honestly, my mom and them didn't support what I did. If they did, I know I probably would have been much further in it, you know what I mean, but entities outside of me saw my talent, and like I got a lot of support from people coming up, you know what I mean? For not, like a lot of people outside, bought my stuff, you know what I mean? That's how I got a lot of my tough stuff. My mother is a minister, and my father, he worked and had stores and stuff like that. They just didn't, it wasn't ever into it. They didn't, I guess they didn't think that it would be what it is today. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll go around, and I went around and spun a lot of places. But then after that, like, if you're good, people will spit you in there. You don't really got to do too much talking. People will talk about you. You know what I mean? So basically, it kind of became an urban legend. I found out it was urban legend because people was coming to me and talking to me, and they didn't know who I was. So basically, my name was like kind of like urban legend, and underneath, now it's kind of like everything is kind of coming together because I'm taking it seriously now. I really didn't take it serious till like 08, honestly. And every DJ that spun me, far as any of my peers, they'll tell you that. They can honestly tell you that I never took it personal until like 08. Myself is my biggest challenge because anything else, I breathe music. That stuff is second nature to me. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I'm a master at it, and there's no DJs out. Listen to me. There's no DJs out here that are better than others. It's levels. You get to a master level, because I can do everything that all master levels DJs can do now. I don't know who. It's certain things that you can qualify as being a master, that I can say so far as being a master, because I come from masters. So I can say what a master is, but then there's other levels. You know what I mean? So just being on that master level right now. So I had to overcome myself. That was it. Music is the number one thing that makes everybody come together. You know what I mean? Besides religion, music makes everybody come together. You know what I mean? And it's going to go on to the end of time. And we've been partying since the beginning of time, and they always had somebody had to play the music. So we're an extension of the band. The DJ is an extension of a band. That I've touched so many people, not from making people dance, but just the people that I've touched to make other people dance. Because, I can honestly say that I've taught a lot of DJs, and I've shown a lot of DJs, and that's being real. There's no patting on the back. There's none of that. It is what it is, and they'll tell you how I am, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? But I love it. You know what I mean? Because I'm basically doing what I'm doing and putting my foot down in Philly to keep Philly going, because I looked up and everybody was spinning on CDJs and I got sick. Honestly, I got sick. Now, I got no problem with, doing that, because it's not their fault that these venues want to pay Philly DJs $100 and, stuff like that. So I understand your pain, but keep the craft going. Don't go home and still spin on CDJs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it, all over this world, they touch turntables, and it's never going to stop. The craft is number one.